What's up? It's your boy Carcino here. Let's get into it. Now, when everyone saw Antonio Brown post the photographs of Keyshia Cole and put it out to the world, everybody started clowning Antonio Brown. Like, oh, she curved him, and he's still bitter about it, and he can't get over it, and all of these different things. And then they find out the truth, and she says she apologized. It's her fault, and took responsibility. Something that you don't normally see a woman do in this day and age. A woman will very rarely say it was my fault. They don't. They don't pursue those tropes. You want to know why they don't pursue those tropes? Because it makes them look vulnerable. So they don't want to ever look vulnerable to anybody. So when you see a scenario where there's claiming or saying, hey, this isn't what it is, or this isn't the situation what it used to be, or this and that, it's a whole different spectrum for a woman than it is for a man. It's just the truth. Now, if you go back and you look at the situation that's at hand, you say to yourself, why is this happening? It doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense. Keyshia Cole is a person that has had a track record of picking the wrong individuals. Now, she said in her own statement that she has a 12-year-old, and nothing she's done has really been that cruel for him to put that out there. And I agree. I don't know what she's done, but from the way she's speaking, nothing she's done would call for him to do what he just did right there. Nothing she done would cause for her to be disrespected like that. But you put yourself in that position, and it just goes to show you could be a 40-year-old or a woman of a certain age and still be, you know, it just looks like she's not happy or secure with herself. And some people just have a broken antenna when it comes to choosing the right person. They do. They seem to have a broken antenna whenever it comes to finding that person. And everybody would know from the jump, like, whoa, wait a minute, why are you with that person? Like, that don't make any sense. Do you know how this is gonna end up? And people say it constantly, like, this is a bad move. This is a bad look. Why are you here? Why are you in this situation? But they don't know why. They can't help it. It's a broken antenna syndrome. So when you see it happen repeatedly, Antonio Brown has not indicated any values that would show this is a man that you should want to be in a relationship with. and his recent actions that we have seen in the world has not shown you this is the kind of guy that you want to start stably like a relationship to go further down the road. First off, as a woman, you should know his dating situation. Now, if the internet world knows he's got a fiance or part-time, they break up, get back together, break up, get back together, why are you trying to get into that equation if you feel like, okay, you have a 12-year-old son, right? Or a 12-year-old child who's old enough to see and understand the majority of what you're showing him right now, or what he's actually seeing about his mother. So obviously you would want his mother to move in a certain type of way to where it's not embarrassing to him. And that seems to be a concern of yours. So your dating choices are a reflection of that. But it seems like you're still searching for that acceptance, that father figure acceptance. And this all stems from her not being happy with herself. She doesn't believe in herself enough. She doesn't believe that she could do well. She doesn't know her self-worth. I'm quite sure there's been a lot of great guys come along, but they don't do it for her. She's used to the bad boys. Her whole career, she's been dating guys who have been less than relationship worthy. Because she connects to the pain. She knows how it feels like I'm rooting for them. But you gotta understand that you can't save them. As men, it's cool that you want to ride with them. You want to be that ride or die chick. But you got to understand what that details and what comes along with that. What comes along with that is a steady dose of the toxic BS you got to put up with just to be there. Because they're not ready to receive love. You might be, and you want their love so bad because they're not giving it, that you're fighting for it all the time, and it may never come. Meanwhile, the people that needed it, your children, are suffering. They the ones who are going to be the burden bearers for all the pain. So everyone else who sees this, hopefully you learn from this, especially if you're female. If you're female, you should know right away. These are alarming signs. And I'm not saying Antonio Brown is undeserving of love. I'm just saying he has not exemplified any type of relationship qualities to the face of the world to say this is the guy you want to be in a relationship with. Erratic behavior, violent outbursts, impulsive decisions, unstable. Now, you put all of those together in a box, and you want to say, this is the guy you want to spend the rest of your life with. Do you? Really? See? When I tell you people can't get out their own way, it's because I know people can't get out of their own way. They don't know how. They want to, but they don't know how to get out their own way. And because they don't, they end up right back into the suck. Now, I'm rooting for Keyshia Cole. So I think she's a great person. I think that hopefully one day she'll figure it out and get to that level to where she's comfortable in her life. But this Antonio Brown thing, for her, all I could tell the young ladies is learn to love yourself. That's what this is mainly about. How did they meet? Well, back in, I'd say about less than a month ago, or a couple months ago, they met this year. When he was making a video or something, they got a song called Don't Leave. Antonio Brown's got a new album coming out, and she's on the song, and he's friends with Floyd, and she's friends with Floyd, so the connection could have come there, but whatever that happened, she got on the song with him. She started really getting feelings. And when you start getting feelings, but for women it's different, so women got a whole bunch of hormones going into them that's emotional. They might be going through things, changes in their bodies, whatever. They're more sensitive to certain things than men are supposed to be. Now for us, things are a little different. We don't gravitate or hold on to certain things that everybody else in the world seems to do or seem to hold on to. We're able to let go. Now, everybody remember when she dated Jeezy and all that stuff back in the day? That's when everybody's like, oh, Keyshia Cole dating Jeezy. Remember that? And he was, man, she asked to marry me, man. I ain't even asked her like that. I ain't asked her. She asked me. Then she ended up going to the Cavs games, and all of a sudden she hook up with a Cleveland Cavalier. Out of all the players on the Cavs, from LeBron all the way down, she landed on Boobie Gibson. And everybody like, who? Boobie. She's having a baby and marrying a guy named Boobie. Okay. Not to say it Lord or stock. You love who you love, no matter what their status is, but to the outside world, it made her look desperate. She's desperate for love. And they were together for years. Everybody's like, okay, she's happy. This is actually working out. Next thing you know, she's divorced and she's back out here bouncing around the bad relationship into bad relationship into bad situations. And you're like, man, I just hope she get it together. And that reality show, rest in peace to her mom, Frankie. You see, she had it hard coming up. And that's why it starts when you're young, ladies. Have self-worth. Don't let some other man take your worth away from you. Don't let another person take your worth away from you. You are valuable to this world. And you have standards. Stand on it. If you respect yourself, others will have no choice but to respect you. But if they see you don't care about yourself, you don't give a damn, why should they? Why should they? So, I'm not finna get all preachy. I want to say thank you to everybody who hit the like button without me having to tell them to hit the like button. I appreciate that. My Cash App is Carceno, Carceno. My Patreon is Carceno for Life. Thank all of you guys for your time. God bless. I'm out. Oh yeah, please subscribe if you didn't do that already. You know, the banner should have been the key. But, all right.